Welcome to the Perth Footy League's A-grade match of the day. Today we are broadcasting from the Gil Fraser Oval as North Fremantle take on Fremantle C.B.C. We thank our Perth Football League major sponsor, Carlton United Breweries, and of course our broadcast sponsors, Dartfish, Filming Footy and Sports Interactive. Now, please welcome your commentary team, Cam Robbins and Ward Harris.
Welcome to Gil Fraser Oval, home of the North Fremantle Footy Club, the oldest club in Australia. Bit of trivia there, boys. My name's Cam Robbins, joined in the commentary box once again by Ward Harris and Brett Mo. First of all, good afternoon, Ward. How are you, mate?
Mate, I'm doing really well.
You're doing well?
Yourself?
Yeah, doing very well, mate.
Good to hear.
And Bretty Mayo, how are you, mate?
Well, thanks, Cam, Ward, and the team. They built that grandstand that year. They developed.
I did it just good on the old back, innit?
Mate, we'll be stretching it out through the day, I reckon, boys.
Good way to. We'll probably get polls later on the afternoon, and we'll have to say
Lovely.
cancel. In a day, this game, guys, sees Fremantle C.B.C versus North Fremantle. And pretty special game for North Fremantle, and we're going to get Brett to actually have a chat to the coach, Shane Woe. But it's going to be Woe's last game as the senior coach for the North Fremantle Footy Club, an absolute ornament of the game, and the whole family's very excited and done a lot for this club. So Brett's going to have a chat to Woe very shortly, but very much an ornament to the game. And interesting game, this one, Fremantle CBC. The other games around the league this weekend are Wembley versus Curtin, Uni Wesley, Uni Scarborough, Northbeach versus Collegiate, and TA versus Kingsway. So only really important we could do any damage to the Uni versus Scarborough going, Ward.
Yeah, look, that's right. It'll be interesting to see how all these games go. You'd think the top five's obviously set now with that three game margin from fifth until sixth spot, but there's still a little bit of movement there, probably between the fourth and fifth teams. But look, we'll wait and see how we go, setting ourselves up for an exciting final series next week.
Absolutely. Your thoughts about this game, Brett?
Oh, it's a must-win for CBC, isn't it? They'll keep a home final. Maybe with a bit of luck, you'd think not, though. They may even jump up to third and give themselves a double chance. But, they CBC coming off a 6-point win over TAs in what was probably TA's last roll of dice, and unfortunately for North Freo coming off a hiding from Kingsway last week. So, not sure what we're going to get from the North Fremantle boys in a Fremantle derby, which I'd imagine will have some spice at some stage.
And trying to be prepared during the week, guys. I picked out 4 key players for each side, so you're going to see them on the screen, but unfortunately 2 on each side are both out in it. So Liam Anthony, number 4 for Fremantle, he's not playing. Sam King, number 18 for Fremantle CBC, not playing. And North Fremantle, Campbell Putler, number 23, and Ben Ellsbury, 16 for North Fremantle, both out it. So unfortunately, sorry about that, and what happens when you organise, it comes back to bite in the arse.
Oh no, kiss of death.
So we might just let Brett to go down, and if we get Shane Woe, that's going to happen very shortly. So he's kindly due in his last game. He's going to have a bit of a chat to Brett. So should be a good game, this one. But Fremantle CBC, too much to play for, Ward. And I think, home ground, sentimental reasons for Shane Woe, and I hope they'll win. But I actually can't see it happening.
Yeah, you know me, I've been a massive rap of North Freo right throughout the year, and they probably just haven't finished the season. Look how we thought they were maybe going to. They've actually got a lot of talent through there. Their midfield brigade story is pretty strong, and they've got a good in Johnny Schertzer today, actually, so hopefully I've pronounced that right, but he'll provide that extra target up forward. I also think with the out in Liam Anthony, I think it could be pretty good today, but hey, look, we'll see how we go, but I think CBC just.
Okay, we have the man in speaking there, Shane Woe. It's over to you, Brett.
Thanks, Shane, for joining us on what I believe is your last game as coach for the North Fremantle Club for the minute.
Yes, final one, 5 years, long enough. Time for something different and new. Sad day in some respect, but very exciting on another one as well.
Some challenging games this year. We saw you down here probably 6 or 7 weeks ago, a really good display against Kingsway, and then some other ordinary performances in between. Has it been just lack of some key injuries?
Oh, there's been multiple factors, I reckon. There's been some injuries. It's been decimated at times, particularly in this back half of the year. Our offence has struggled a bit, inability to score at times, a bit of system, a bit of fatigue. Just haven't had our best players on the park for long enough. Had a really exciting pre-season, obviously, and felt how that would just stem us into a really good year. Just hasn't worked out that way, and that's okay. We know where we're at, limitations in areas, but yeah, just continuity with teams has been a bit disappointing.
Some really good midfielders I've noticed in the games we have covered. Obviously it'll be a key factor today against C.B.C, and we've seen them a couple of times, and their game we saw them against North Beach a while ago was outstanding, and they chipped the footy. They went really short, and I noticed the last time we played here against Kingsway, when we were here, used the outer side really well. So that'd be something you're trying to replicate today?
Yeah, they've got some balls inside, don't they? You know, some experience, and probably bullied us a couple of times in the last 12 months playing against them with Liam, Chen, Chris Basili, so they've got some experience in there. Well-drilled team, very experienced team. So, we'll to shift the footy on them a little bit, control it at times. Just how we enter and connect in our front halves can be really important for us. We don't want to be getting bounced from down back from them, so that'll be really key, and probably get some deeper entries.
Yep. Just to finish, mate, any young fellas for the North Fremantle team we should be able to keep an eye on today?
Young Porter down back is an exciting key defender for us. Young Fraser across half forward. Conor McGarry, another one. He's nothing much of him. He's his second game, debuted last week. We thought he was really impressive against Kingsway, so a couple of ones to look forward to in the future.
Good. All the best for today, and all the best. Hopefully you finish the season with a win. Thanks for your time.
Mate. Appreciate it.
Cheers, mate. All the best.
Well done there, Brett. Fantastic. Shane Woden, a ripping person off the ground too, Ward. And the whole Woden family, his wife and in-laws, do a lot of work down for this mighty North Fremantle Footy Club, and just a ripping bloke.
Oh, look, absolutely. You could see as young Brett was having a chat with him there. Look, just his passion for the club, and he said 5 years. Look, it's probably been enough now, and as you mentioned, the amount of time that they invest, not just Shane, but obviously the whole family, into the North Fremantle Football Club. I'm sure the club will be forever grateful for it, and look, well done to Shane and the Woden family for the effort that they've put in the last 5 years.
Well done, good interview, Brett. Ripping bloke, isn't he, Wowie?
Yeah, lovely. He still look quite intense at times as well, which is great. I think we saw it in the AFL today, how heated up Alistair Clarkson is coaching nearly his 400th game of AFL footy, and you can see Shane's in game mode, so really focused on what he can try and help his team along with today, and a young side at that.
Being a former coach yourself, mate, could you have that little fire in the belly did yourself at times for the mighty Subiaco Footy Club, mate?
Oh, look, it's coaching's great. Nothing better than playing though. So yeah, look, it's. I think I'd still coaching if I didn't have to go to training. There's a part between Monday and Friday that's not that exciting anymore.
Exact, and his young fella too, good interest in the article, young Tars, the last few weeks, particularly for East Fremantle Footy Club, he's just gaining momentum as a running midfield. I had a chat to Wowie before the game. He said, Cam, I didn't have to do anything. His work ethic's there. I said, mate, he's got it from you. Like, you are the same kind of player. So obviously want to follow his son. I hope he gets picked under the father and son for the Melbourne Footy Club, and that'll give the Woden family something to look at as well. But Brownlow medalist, does a good commentary on 6WF. Yep. Coaches, he's definitely got his fingers in a lot of pies involved in the footy system as well.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot going on for him, and look, he's probably due for a well-deserved break from the amateur scene at the moment, and assess his options and see what goes from there.
And once again, the North Fremantle Footy Club always look after us. They'll be giving us some tucker at half time, and on the condition that I join them for a beer. And they got, would you believe, Melbourne Bitter and Cairns, my favourite beer. So I'll be staying back with a couple of frothies for the last game for the Woden fans. So once again, well done to Shane, well done to the North Fremantle Footy Club, and like Brett said, Cam, this last game give him a victory, but just unfortunately on paper I think Fremantle C.B.C are too strong. A couple of big outs, Putland and Ben Owsbury for North Freo, big outs, but good to see Liam Porter's improved off the half-back flank. Nick Watson will go in the ruck, he'll do a bit of work, and Michael Cronin, Mick Cronin, the big in for Fremantle C.B.C. Ward. He's a very mobile ruckman, so that ruck duel in the middle is going to be key to this game this afternoon.
Yeah, that's going to be a really interesting battle there right in the middle of the ground, and look, it looks like we're not far away from a big Cronin going in there at the moment, and it looks like who have we got going in there? Oh, Nick Watson is going in there as well. So look, as we called it, that'll be a really good ruck battle. But look, the midfield group around him as well, pretty handy as well, Brett.
Yeah, my little Smokies, little Meadow crossed in the forward pocket for CBC. Goalless last
Number
week.
4.
Won't be happening today. Yeah,
absolutely. And like Ward, I think he's only 21 years of age, Brett. So maybe he's an opportunity he could go and have a crack at a Waffle Club as well.
Yeah, you probably. If he wanted to go that far, he'd have to get up the ground and get some fitness into his legs as we're away.
So ruckman off the middle of the ground. Well done then by Cronin. Chen is always at the bottom pack, gets a tackle, but North Fremantle push out there through Nick Watson, the opposite ruckman. He kicks the ball to centre half forward. Good effort by them, taking the play extremely well with the North Fremantle player there in Conor McGregor. I think the player, McGarry, the guy Shane Woden said he's playing his second game. Pretty impressive last week. It's a free kick to North Fremantle to Charwell. Tyler Charwell is a very consistent game. He switches the play straight up and finds Warwick Andrelio. It's a big out this afternoon to captain coach Liam Anthony. He's watching from the sidelines along with Sam King. You've seen a lot of good games by him with the ruckman. So a couple of big outs for Fremantle CBC. Well, hitting the ball very well was Troy Feeney. Lowers his eyes. Fantastic hit. Tried to find the big fella there. The key four there in Jack Perrin. He's overran it. Franklin's at the bottom of it. Ball's going nowhere. Umpire says, give the ball to me.
Sam King was outstanding when we witnessed him against North Beach a while ago. That's a huge out.
Absolutely massive out, it certainly is. Luke Harding at the bottom of the pack. Old man Paul, former Hawthorn player himself. Well done, Cronin. Through traffic was good, but tackle, this could be holding the ball. The umpire said no, he didn't. He got a foot to it, so play on it is. Over the ball was very good with the Fremantle CBC play there in Godhill. Shows a bit of pace, puts the afterburners on, flicks over to Jordan Wilmson on the right, trying to find his teammate there in Meadowcroft, the player who Brett said. Very good below eyes, Meadowcroft keeps his feet, gets a handball out. Good second effort by Meadowcroft. He's over there, over the far side wing. Good pressure by him. The umpire says, give the ball to me. So good pressure early by both sides, just feeling each other out. Conditions down here, hope for the rain holds off, Ward.
Yeah, look, you can see there's a bit of breeze out there. It looks like it's probably coming slightly left of screen at the moment. The ball holding up a little bit, but let's see which team can adapt to the conditions quickly.
So Cronin wins it, comes to the ground. Jack Micro for North Fremantle gets a handball out. Fremantle CBC along the ground there, Chris Baselli. Both him and also Brendan Chin are pretty key midfield players for Fremantle CB, and both had fairly consistent years so far, Ward.
Yeah, both that engine room from CBC, very, very good. And as Shane Wayne mentioned before the game, really, really experienced. So the boys will have to be on their best today to match it with them.
Watson hit the ball very, very well. Going through the pack there was Nick Pemberton for North Freo. Head over the footy. And beautiful picturesque oval this. Beautiful pine trees in the background. Beautiful houses overlooking the river, some boats over there with Brett Jones, a couple to the left, so very good. Watson brings the ball to the ground, head over the footy, well done by Cronin, he got leg but somehow got the handball over the top there, and they move the forward to Fremantle. So a beautiful effort then by Josh Curnow, back to the pack, showed a lot of courage and kicks the ball out. Good effort by him, knew a bit of traffic was coming but put his body on the line and finds his teammate over there in Patel on the right, that's Jordan Patel. Still tucked in the defensive 50, North Freo. Umpire's call play on, so down the line there's Adam Feeney on the right. Tries to find Watson. Good spoil over the top by the Fremantle CBC playing Jack Byrne. North Freo have a good handball here. Good passage of play, but then can draw the player over the top, and they do extremely well here. Stands that would be okay. That's Jack Micro, the captain. He's overran it. Second effort was okay, but didn't keep his feet. Well, cop one high was a Fremantle CBC player. And the umpire says, no, give the ball to me. So it's just a bit of pressure. The run and the carry already evident for North Fremantle there, Ward.
Yeah, look, the North Freo midfield's actually started pretty well so far. They probably won a few clearances in there, apart from that last one by Luke Salamoni from CBC. But look, going pretty well.
It's fantastic ruck knock then by Cronin. Hit up his teammate there in Meadowcroft. They have the ball now to Fremantle CBC, kicking the ball to the hot spot, trying to away Perrin, but reading the ball very well is Harding, tucked in the back pocket. Luke Harding decides to swing. Oh, it's a dangerous kick. It hasn't come off. Troy Feeney read it. And whatever you do, the old-fashioned play, you never switch to play in the background. What happened there, Ward? Exactly what happened then.
No, exactly. You can't be doing that kind of thing. The pressure's been really good from North Freo so far. And look, if you're not on, don't go and hit it. And Troy Feeney looks like he should line up for his first goal of the day and the first goal for North Freo.
So Feeney, 25 metres out, straight over the goal umpire's head. And that is the first for the home side, North Fremantle. A really good goal for Troy Feeney, but an ordinary bad mistake by Luke Harding there, Brett. Something as a coach you would not like.
Oh, in fairness to Luke Harding, mate, it was actually Miles Franklin.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, who took a good defensive grab and turned it over right in the corridor. It's the last place you want to do it. So, not the start that he would have liked to his game, but he's an experienced player and he'll bounce back for sure.
Both look very similar, didn't they, with the ball squeeze, didn't they? But once again, Harding's got the beard where Franklin hasn't. My apologies to you, Luke. I burnt you.
More than once too.
So Millerground once again. He started very well as Cronin. He's got a fantastic leap, the former East Fremantle junior. Brings the ball to ground. Good tackle. Cronin gets his body on the line then, tries to bustle his way through, gets a handball, good effort by him, second effort was okay. Mitch Henley, handballs over the top to Luke Salamone on the right, going back with a bit of courage with the North Fremantle play there in Carter. His second effort was good, wrapped up in a tackle, and about 30 metres out, and really first attacking move Fremantle CBC we've had this quarter.
Yeah, that's right. Look, it was a bit of a bomb inside 50 there, but we really see that ball holding up a little bit as well.
Over the top, Fremantle C pushed off the play and he didn't have it. The umpire saw it. Good decision right in front of him. And opposition for the Fremantle CBC, David Roche. Sporting a lovely tattoo on the left calf. Seems to be the fashion nowadays. Sean Burgoyne saw him today. He's had more pieces of armoury on his body than a Chinese chessboard. So here he has here, David Roche, 30 metres out, kicking in a bit of a breeze. Oh, beautiful kick. Absolutely fantastic kick by David Roche. So answer back very quickly, a Fremantle CBC. Just gone over 8 minutes of the first quarter. It's 1 goal apiece. Good start by both sides.
Yeah, look, great start by both sides there. As you mentioned, their first inside 50 there for CBC. I thought that ball might have held up a little bit more, but seemed to kick through nicely, Brett. What have you thought about CBC so far?
Yeah, obviously the Cronin and the ruck's been very impressive. Previous Dartfish man of the match, Luke Salamone, has started well. Probably a little bit surprised where Dion Anthony's placed himself, not his brother's placed him at full forward. He's a bit of a key ball winner for him, and one of those that seems to break the lines by good positioning for that short kick. So interesting.
Certainly did. He played well against North Beach a few weeks ago in the midfield, both the Anthony boys.
Yep.
So, like you said, Britt, very much a surprise. And Miller Ground once again, they're trying to hustle the ball through Fremantle CBC through Chowell. Hit the ball extremely well as the player kicked the last goal in Roche, but turns the ball straight back over. Head over the foot, he was good. Pera met his player and somehow pushing the ball forward to North Fremantle through Benny Hinton. Hinton overran it. North Fremantle can push the ball forward, but Fremantle CB have the numbers here. Over the top then was Luke Salamone. Started the game extremely well. Over the back, tried to find Anthony. 2-on-1 there. North Fremantle have the numbers. Oh, that's a very good tackle under pressure, but he managed to manufacture something out of nothing and trying to sock it off the ball off the ground, but bringing it up, it was Carter for North Freo. Handball was okay. Good pressure by both sides here. Only 5 minutes out from the Fremantle CBC goal scoring area. Kind of a hustle and bustle with all sides. Kind of do a rugby jump over the line, but the umpire says give the ball to me. It's about 5 metres out from the Fremantle CBC goal score. Can they manufacture something? Pushed out of the play was the player who Brett mentioned in Anthony.
Yeah, I think we may have spoke that last time, Ward, that we thought that maybe the CBC's Achilles may be just a really good tall forward. Mm-hmm. Maybe they're hoping that Dion can be that person. I suppose with Sam King out, Cronin can't go forward as much.
Yeah, that's right. But great kick there by Dion Anthony. His first for the day, CBC second. And look, he was probably never in doubt after that free kick. But yeah, look, I think you're right there. They really don't seem to have that genuine tall forward at the moment. So I think a lot of their midfield group will probably rotate through there. As we mentioned, Meadowcroft's always a good target. David Roche's been pretty handy so far. And look, Luke Salamone as that genuine mid forward, he normally hits the scoreboard as well. But
yeah, very, very clean, isn't he?
Yeah, very, very clean player.
So good start here by Fremantle CBC. They are 2 straight, and North Fremantle are 1 goal straight. We've got 9:58 on the first quarter. Cam, Brett and Ward doing the calling for this afternoon. Thanks very much for your company. Thanks all to Jack and George doing the filming, and Haley keeping us 3 clowns honest. North Fremantle have it here off the half back flank. Handball's okay. Came out and hit up there. Crikey on the right. Hit the ball over. Good strong mark over the top by the captain in Micro. Jack Micro can lower his eyes, chip the ball down the line. Good hard running by the North Fremantle plate in Crikey. So Crikey kicking the ball, chipped it to space. Great kick. Oh, he's dropped the mark. Thought he had it, but lost with Zach Gerard. Lack of talk there. Ought to lift it for Perham, but talked out of it.
No, it was a good, strong lead. I actually know Zach quite well. His parents are wonderful people, and it's a chess mark he should have taken. Yeah, it was a good, strong lead.
Goes back in the contest again. There's Gerard. Fremantle CBC kicked the ball over the line through Salamone. It was very effective. Hitting the ball with pace there was Brendan Chin. Fantastic. Hits the ball over the far side and finds Jack Byrne. Byrne on the left, tried to find Anthony. He's easily pushed off the contest. Goes back in with the North Fremantle player was Joshie Kuno. hitting the ball very hard, and good effort by him as the rain kind of gets through the clouds a little bit. Hopefully it's not too much. But beautiful over here, the picturesque over Gil-Fraser Oval.
Oh, definitely one of my favourite ovals to come to, I have to say. Yeah, really good.
Like I said, the oldest club in the whole Australian Footy League are the North Fremantle Footy Club. Handball over the top was okay, found Chen. Chen went one way, went the other, flicked the handball back out to Luke Pearson. Pearson got himself into trouble, kicks the ball around the corner, goes to half-forward flank. There's Metacrop, he's very smart. Little chip on the left, beautiful kick. Oh, Anthony's copped one high, chipped on his arms. Umpire said no, he didn't. So umpire's called played on. But the skill of that Meadowcroft is just sensational. And Brett mentioned before the game, very highly skillful player and uses the ball extremely well.
Yeah, I'm sure it's a match-up they've obviously spent a bit of time on this week.
So about 25 metres out from the Fremantle CBC goal. Hit over the top. It was very good effort by Porter. Dashing defend off the half-back. Porter gets it again. Goes through traffic. Handball's okay. Found his teammate over there in Patel. Patel on the right. And they kick the ball down the line to North Fremantle. And there's Harding ducking back in the pack. Likely to take another mark, but umpire says it's touched on the boundary line here. So just on 11 minutes, 2 straight are Fremantle CBC. North Fremantle are 1 straight. And good contest by both sides so far, Ward.
Yeah, look, both teams have had their opportunities so far. CBC obviously getting the second goal on the board, but look, I've really started to notice the CBC midfield probably taking over that little bit more at the moment. But look, let's hopefully North Freo stay in the game.
Great defensive mark taken by the Fremantle CBC player in front of Jack Perham. Good effort by him, goes down the line and finds some space in the middle of the corridor. Good play here by Fremantle CBC. Nick Borovic take that mark down back. He was pretty good against North Beach a few weeks ago, wasn't he, Borovic?
Yeah, he was outstanding, actually. Yeah, he was a really strong presence in the back half.
So Fremantle CBC kicked the ball down the line through Big Cronin. Oh, dropped an easy mark, then was a play there in Mitch Henley. His second effort was okay, Henley. Keeps his feet. Kick around the corner on the left, but he's torn the ball straight back over. North Fremantle have it. Chain of handballs okay through the player of there, Jack Dingle. And they get themselves out of trouble here. Lowers his eyes and the far side and finds the teammate over there in Zach Gerrard. He's covering a lot of ground as Gerrard. So Zach Gerrard gives the ball a bit of a roost down that line to the half forward flank. Good defensive mark by Borovic again. Carrying his form where he left off against Lassowi Plasawa in North Beach. He finds Chen in the middle of the ground. He can chip over the top. He's running all by himself with David Ross. Try to find Ross now. Well done by North Fremantle. It's a throw. The umpire saw it as well. So David Ross, he kicked the first goal. He lowers his eyes, tries to find Anthony. That's a shocking kick. Can chip the ball down through North Fremantle and finds Pemberton. So Pemberton marks in the true half-back flank position here for North Freo. Trail by 1 goal at the moment. He decides to switch the play, does Pemberton. And good kick and finds his teammate over there in Jackson Carter. Carter on the right, lowers his eyes. Good chain of kicking skills here by North Fremantle, finds Reid Hinton. Hinton brings the ball in the corridor and finds Nicholas Watson. It's a big ruckman for North Fremantle. Could do a lot of work this game, I would have thought, Ward.
Yeah, no, he's definitely going to have his work cut out for him. It'll be interesting to see who they put in as their backup ruckman throughout the day.
So he just kicks the ball, roving extremely well off the pace. Was good effort then by Ben Fraser. Fraser again on the right. Good vision.
Well done, Benny Fraser.
Excellent effort. Could have blazed away with the goal, Brett, didn't he? But he saw how the corner advised his teammate in the pocket all by himself.
Yeah, it was outstanding. We spun out of the pack and he could have had a snap from where he was, and he just lowered his eyes, and it was a great kick. And sees Darren and Marissa in Port Edlin smiling away already. Great stuff, Benny.
Yeah, good effort by him. Good vision. I think you find this player is Barton on the right. He's pushed it left and Spall over the top once again by Nick Borovic.
Ward, I think they need to do a little bit more with this wind. I think it just starts to be picking up a little. They're kicking with it. They'd need to turn the quarter time in front, I would have thought.
Yeah, definitely right. Like I wasn't sure how noticeable it was going to be early, but you can really see the ball starting to hold up a little bit. They've got a couple of really good targets there in Perham and Scherzer, so they've got to start using those guys. Probably trying to keep the ball away from Nick Borovic, though. He started very, very well.
Player just mentioned again, as the player Borovic has it again. Handball his player and the teammate was Chris Baselli. Interesting the age of Nick Borovic, because there's a very good sweeping defending mark, isn't he? Reads the play extremely well. A lot of courage and makes good decisions as well. Doing the ruck work this time is Chowell for Fremantle CBC. Second effort was okay, found Chen. Chen overrun it. North Fremantle can push the ball forward. That player was Reid Hinton. And Hinton, boundary line throw-in, about 40 metres out. And they're doing a bit of attacking at the moment, the North Fremantle side.
Yeah, look, I think they've probably their best passages of play that we've seen them throughout the year is when they actually make the ground big and start to just try and use their ball skills to get through. They've got a really good midfield group that can hit targets and hit lead up forwards, but look, they need to do that a little bit more today rather than just bombing and hoping that they're going to hit a target.
A good effort by, once again, Chen. Got the ball forward, Nick Borovic. Handball through, the contest was okay. Cop one high as a Fremantle C.B.C. player. The umpire was right on. A good decision by him. And Chris Pacelli will be the recipient of the free kick. And the true half-back flank position for Fremantle C.B.C. Umpire's call over his eyes. It's a great kick. Opens the corridor up extremely well and finds Luke Pearson. Pearson can switch to play. It's an ordinary kick to a 2-on-1. Puts his teammate under a bit of pressure. Good tackle by the North Fremantle player there in Feeney. But they have the ball out over the top here. Finds a teammate over there in David Roche. Roche tries to find Anthony. Great kick. Fantastic kick. Just saw that running to space was the key forward in Dion Anthony, Brett, and just a fantastic kick to space.
Yeah, we had a great view of that. It was a good decision and then a really well-weighted kick. And Dion just used some smarts to get out the back there. And then when his opponent went looking for him, he just ducked to the right and created some space and should kick his second.
Dion Anthony, 30 metres out, leans back. Gun barrel straight, and there's a second goal for Dion Anthony. So good effort by Fremantle CBC. Set up, they bring the ball through the corridor ward, don't they? And then they loose over this side, and just a very good passage of play by their side. Yeah,
it was really good actually. There was a couple of little skill errors in there, but look, it seemed to be a lot of CBC players that were free, and David Roche, he ended up finding himself all by himself 60 metres out. I thought he was actually going to have a blaze, but I don't think he could have kicked that one any better to Anthony out on the lead there.
No, and difficult from the position he was. He used the wind to his advantage and just kicked it to the fat side for Dion to run onto, and his brother's a magician. It's a masterstroke so far with Dion kicking too.
And Zach Gerard now has gone into the ruck. See how the young fella goes, a bit undersized, but it's his beautiful leap. He's out ruck this time by Chalwell though for Fremantle CBC. Gerard went back in the contest. Good second effort by him in the middle of the ground. Pressure by both players is good. And ball's going nowhere. It's about 5 metres short of the bullseye here at Gil Fraser Oval. The umpire says, give the ball to me. Just gone 17.5 minutes. A 3-goal straight. North Fremantle 1-1. Good leap by the young fella Gerard. Brings the ball to the contest. Tried to find Crikey over the top. Was good. No left foot from this young fella. So he does inside banana on the right. And I can't believe player at this level can't kick both sides. But it irks me sometimes, but I won't go there. So defensive mark by Goodhill's good. He loads his eyes. Bring the ball in the corridor. Ball over the top was okay. On Luke Pearson. Pearson's second effort was good. Well done, Pearson. Put his body over the line. The handball over the top, trying to find Luke Salamoni. Tackled high. Switches a boss. Salamoni, vision was fantastic. Find his teammate there in Tom Smith. Smith goes through traffic. He's made something out of nothing, Super. He's in trouble now. Could be holding the ball, and he isn't. Umpire said play on. Comes to Anthony. Anthony to Porter. Anthony won his second effort again. Third effort by Anthony was fantastic. Trying to get the ball out for Fremantle CBC, but well done going through the pack there was Porter for North Fremantle. Well played, Liam Porter. Brilliant play by him. North Fremantle have the ball, try to find Chen there for Fremantle CBC and Byrne. Byrne on his hands and knees. Gets again, does Chen. Tackle from behind was okay from the North Fremantle player there and Schwarzer. And the umpire says, give the ball to me. So good effort and pressure by both sides early, Ward.
Yeah, look, it has been. Look, both teams are obviously trying really hard there. I think CBC, look, they seem to probably find themselves ahead of the ball a little bit more, and when they do get out, probably have more opportunities to put the score on the board, which is why they have 3 already. But yeah, both teams putting in a lot of effort so far.
Good kick forward then by Cronin. The ruck was okay. Handball over the top, put himself in a position there was Josh Kuno, the captain. Second, third effort by him along with Alexander Barton was good, and it's a rush behind. And Barton didn't like that. Neither did Pacelli. They won't be sending each other those two a Christmas card in a few months' time, those two lads. So minor point, and it's the first minor score for Fremantle CBC to rush behind. Geez, that ball's kicked very high to centre of the ground. Cronin, big sprawl over the ground, try to find Chen. Chen over the footy. Tackle was okay, along with his partner in crime, Andrulio. And the umpire says, give the ball to me. So just on 20 minutes. Been an okay start, okay standard board so far.
Yeah, that's right. Both midfield groups are trying really, really hard at the moment. CBC seemed to have the better of it, probably winning a few more clearances, and just able to put the score on the board.
And there's Roach. Good kick once again by Salamoni. A lot of options here trying to find Meadowcroft, but chopped off the ball extremely well. It was Hayden Crike. So Crike decides to come through the corridor. Beautiful kick, good vision. Hits his teammate, lace out there, and Reed Hinton. Hinton on his right. Geez, dropped an easy mark was Perham. Well done by Harding, bursting through the pack. Beautiful vision by Harding, and spots up Dion Anthony. Is causing them all kinds of trouble down forward, Brett.
Yeah, they're just giving him too much space, and he's a clever footballer who's played a lot of footy, and as he runs around and tries to slot his third but misses. I caught the corner of my eye Michael Cronin in the last ruck contest, copped one where no one wants to ever cop him.
The fix?
Gentlemen,
yeah,
and
I did see him.
Just made his way to the bench for a bit of recovery.
As he did come off the ground there, he did open the old shorts up a little bit, just have a look down and go, "Geez, I hope things are okay down there." But,
never played. He's got a great leap in that contest that come to pay against him, unfortunately.
Absolutely. So straight down the line. No, beautiful kick by the North Fremantle defender.
Look at the distance.
Yeah, tried to find Micro, the captain. He's over in the middle of the ground. Oh, good tackle from behind there by Swartzer. Good tackle by him from behind there, Ward, and that's what you want. Good defensive pressure.
No, absolutely right. Look, he's one of their big key forwards up there today, and should hopefully put some goals on the board, but you need him putting pressure on as well.
Good ruck work, well done then by Nicholas Watson. Bring the ball to the ground. Through traffic was very good then by Mitch Henley for Fremantle CBC. The tackle is even better by North Freo. Definitely want to try to go out victorious here for Shane Woden's last game for the club. And tell you what, they're putting up a good contest so far in this first quarter.
Yeah, I think they would have liked to have probably had a bit more impact on the scoreboard thus far, though.
So the ball now, Fremantle CBC. Socket off the ground by Borovic was okay. Meadowcroft below his knees was good. Heard the call, but didn't come off. North Fremantle have the numbers. Geez, the old rugby tackle then. Thought it was in a scrum there for a while, but
I think Ward alluded to it a little while ago that the CBC are getting him out the front of the contest, if that makes sense. So North Fremantle don't seem to have a sweeper set up, and the Freo boys, when they're coming out of a midfield clearance of sorts, is just got too much time and space.
Yeah. So Jack Byrne hitting the contest extremely hard and wrapped up by 2 or 3 North Fremantle players. So counting down for the last minute and a half of this quarter, it's 3-2 to 1-1. The away side, Fremantle CBC, are up by a couple of goals. Umpire throws a Barovic doing the ruck work against Watson. We'll give that an even draw. And once again, percentage tackle then by Fremantle CBC was very good.
Yeah, look, the North Freo midfield started the contest so well today. Probably got the first few clearances of the game. Mirko started really, really well for them, but it's probably like the likes of Joel Palumbo that normally is fairly prevalent. Yeah, look, I'll probably only see him with the one clearance so far today. But look, that midfield really needs to start matching up with the CBC boys a little bit better because they've been pretty dominant for the last 15 minutes of this quarter.
And push that ball out of bounds on the full. Try to find Swart to the key forward, but the kick was ordinary. And it's out of bounds on the full, so they can reload again. Can Fremantle CBC?
You reckon if we set up on the other side, the game be on this side all day?
It feels like that most weeks, doesn't it?
It does. Lowers his eyes. Fantastic kick.
Oh, he's out.
Solomon over the top here. They're 1-on-2 all by himself here. And taking the good mark over there is Chatty Sims. Sims on the left. Lowers his eyes, try to find Meadowcroft. See what he does. He decides to switch to play.
Great
Beautiful
kick.
vision.
Well done.
Absolutely picture perfect kick by Meadowcroft. And that's what class does for you, Ward.
Yeah,
comes to the top.
Absolutely right. He's just got a couple of attributes there where you could really see him doing well. Definitely a next level up from here. A couple of those really elite things that he does with his vision and his ability to able to pick the ball up so cleanly, and that's why Tom Smith is going in for what should be CBC's 4th goal of the day.
30 metres out, Tom Smith goes straight over the goal umpire's head for his first, but I'm glad we got highlighted one play beginning of the year who's just improving work is Aaron Meadowcroft, and like you said, maybe Brett brought up, probably needs to do a little bit more work on his fitness, but he's got the class and got that extra time to deliver the ball very well, doesn't he? He's going to be a good player. So that is quarter time here at the Gilfrazel Oval sees Fremantle CBC 4-2 and North Fremantle 1-1. 2 goals to Dion Anthony, single goals caused to Tom Smith and David Roche. And the only goal scorer for North Fremantle is Troy Feeney. But a very, very good quarter so far. Fremantle CBC are on top. We'll take a short break and come back for the start of the second quarter, live from Gil Fraser Oval.
talking and he goes, I use the commentators.
Welcome back here to Gil Fraser Oval half-time. I must have correct the scoreboard. It's Fremantle CBC 5-3 and North Fremantle 5-2. So the goal umpires are right. Once again, thank you very much. Hospitality for the North Fremantle Footy Club. A beautiful beef and gravy roll with beautiful chips.
It was stacked and it's all gone now.
Absolutely
so, done really,
Once
really
again,
well.
hospitality of the North Fremantle Footy Club. They shine. They won the cook-off last year in the Perth Footy Live Water and just carried on this year as well.
Oh, do you know what? That's going to be the major question going forward with Shane Woden not being there. Does the canteen possibly go down with Mrs. Woden not doing it?
Oh, yeah, I know.
That is a worry.
Absolutely. And as the coach, made to be very proud of his lads, wouldn't they, Brett? They kicked 4 that quarter, and we thought kicking them into a breeze they might get overrun, but geez, they were good that quarter.
Yeah, they were, absolutely. It was a, as the rest of the chips and burger go to the Seagulls.
That'll feed a few, I reckon. So.
Yep. For my wife was listening, I didn't have any of the chips or burger.
I did.
Yeah, no, it was a really impressive quarter by North Fremantle, and it's got them back within 1 point at half time in what's a vital game for the CBC Footy Club. So I'd expect some real response, and I reckon it coincided a little bit when Cronin went out of the ruck for CBC. Yep. They just started to get a bit of ascendancy back in the middle. So obviously missing that backup of King, or really King being the main man. So the wind's picked up again.
Absolutely. So North Fremantle will be kicking to the left of the screen. Fremantle CBC will kicking to the right of the screen. Thanks for your company. The start of the second half. Cam Robbins, Brett Mayo and Ward Harris doing the calling for you this afternoon. As head over the footy again. Palumbo! Oh, geez, he got absolutely cleaned up. That's not good. Hit very heavily by Jordan Williamson.
I actually, at first look, actually thought he got him in the side, to be honest, more than the head. He's well built, Williamson, that's collected him though.
Yeah,
Jeez, and they are both boys attacking the contest really hard.
Yeah. We've got it on screen too, so. Don't know, there was.
Yeah, it didn't feel like there was a lot of malice in it. The umpire's only given him a yellow card instead of the red, so look, maybe thinking along the same lines, Brett.
He's getting some encouragement from the locals, but I don't actually think he might have got him more in the side. Might be wrong.
Yeah, look, coming off
Joel's up, which is good.
Yeah, look, he's walking off the ground by himself as well, which is great to see.
Good to see the North Fremantle players jump in. Nothing wrong with that. If one of their soldiers goes down, they jumped in and up and about. So well done by young Jolie Palumbo. He's ready to go. And they kick the ball forward. That might spur them on, actually. Through
Fraser.
traffic. Ben Fraser around the right. Could have run on. It's running and running for a minor point.
Jeez.
He's front and centre. He's very good.
Yeah, he wasn't.
Benny Fraser, wasn't he?
He moves more like his mother than his father, I feel.
Have you seen Mum play footy, have you?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I can't see Darren playing.
So, obviously, Mum, Mrs. Fraser's got more skills than the dad. Shout out to Mr. and Mrs. Fraser. We're listening live. And
the concern for CBC is if Perham comes alight in this quarter, they could be in all sorts of trouble.
Yeah, definitely. And I really noticed how well that ball ended up floating through as well. Oh, jeepers.
Tackle holding the ball by young Zachy Gerard.
It could have been high and it could have been holding the ball. And the umpire's gone with the holding the ball.
So Chen decides to play on. Handball's okay to Connor McGarry. Kicks the ball forward. Over the top. Good tackle from behind. Well done by Fremantle CBC. The pressure was good by Andrulio. He gets it second effort. Franklin around the corner was okay. Tries to form the hand there at Tom Smith. Good tackle, good vigour there. Around the corner was okay by Chowell. Trying to find Meadowcroft. He's been pushed off the footy. The umpire saw that as well. So Meadowcroft can have the ball on the far side. Lowers his eyes, kicks the ball down the line. Trying to find Rose. Ball's okay for North Fremantle from behind. Through traffic was excellent. Good work. Finds Micro, the captain. He throws a ball on his boot. Outnumbered 2-1-1. Try to find Swartzer. Brought the ball to the ground, and that's a bit of win for North Fremantle. They're outnumbered. But they come out this third quarter, Ward. All guns blazing.
Yeah, absolutely fine. Both sides going pretty hard, actually. It's been really well contested to start this third quarter. As Brett mentioned, it's super important second half for CBC, and look, we're set up for a belter second half.
So bound jump ball is going to throw the ball in 50 metres out from North Fremantle's oval. Goal scoring area. Come the ball to ground. Well done there by Cronin. Victorian about 6'5", so he just thumped the ball out of bounds for another throw in. Good to see all those cars around the ground. Reminds me of country footy atmosphere down here.
They do a country style around here, don't they?
Absolutely. So Bounce going to throw the ball out. 20 metres away from the North Fremantle attacking area. Umpire throws the ball in. Jesus, a shallow throw in. Through traffic was very good. Over there was Gerard on his left, but good defensive mark taken by Fremantle C.B.C.
Tooker, who's been quite good today.
He has been hooked.
Till then.
He turned the ball straight back over and comes back with a bit of interest once again for North Freo.
Just got to set this one up. He's got 2 big targets there.
It's a difficult shot, isn't it?
Yeah, he's going to have a ping, I think. Going back for defensive. Lowers his eyes. Just trying to find Perrin hard at the footy. Oh, it's at the back. Falls in the hands of Fraser.
Oh.
Smart off the ball's okay. His second effort by Fraser was sensational. Good effort by him. Ball comes to ground. And chain of handball's okay. Falls in the hand there of Chris Baselli. Baselli on his left. Gains a few metres. North Fremantle have numbers. Stands up, they will be okay. And it does do that through Nick Pemberton. Pemberton on the right. Over the top. Brings the ball to ground. Franklin had it before he spun it. Went back and again it did Franklin. With the long sleeves, number 2 for Fremantle C.B.C. The ball's going nowhere, so 10 metres out from North Fremantle's goal. Can they conjure a goal here, Ward, and hit the lead?
Yeah, look, they are just peppering away. A heap of repeat entries at the moment. Look on that last play, they all end up going up for the ball, and the CBC guys just sitting on the ground ready for it. But look, let's see if they can snap one through and have a red-hot start to this third quarter.
Starting to get pretty heated there in the contest by both teams there. And Zach Gerard's doing a good work in the ruck, definitely outsized, but he's given himself a contest. Umpire's seen a block off the board. It's going to be a kick to young Brennan Chen, I think.
I think it's Bazile, isn't it?
No, it might be Chen. Oh,
that's not.
Bazile,
Yes, Baselli,
yeah.
Chrissy Baselli, number 7. Handballs the ball over the top. Meadowcroft brought the ball to the ground, trying to find Cronin. Cronin was good below his knees for a guy 6'4". Tackled 3 or 4 players. One of those was Swift. And umpire says, give the ball to me.
Bit of a stalemate, isn't it? We're sort of stuck on the other side of the ground, so it's difficult for North Fremantle to score. It's probably where CBC wanted to defend.
It's 5.5 minutes are gone in this quarter. There's only been 1 point to score. Handball over the top. Good hard running then by Salamone. Skillful player. Young Luke Salamone kicks the ball. Oh, good
Great
defensive
grab.
mark, Bob. I think you find that's Liam Porter. Jeez, he's a good player. Lowers his eyes. Porter brings the ball in the corridor. Finds his teammate, the captain, Micro. The captain calls for it. You've got to kick it to him. So Micro can switch the play to Corrin. Has the ball now in front of Franklin. He decides to chip the ball. Gains a few metres and finds his teammate there. And Curnow. So umpire's
This is
call
where you
played
want
on.
to launch from.
Yeah.
That's the kick. That's the kick.
Kicks the ball. And that's the side of the ground too. Fine, they'll listen to us. Well done by Harding. Through traffic was okay. Good effort by him. Tackle was good. And the umpire says, give the ball to me. It's going no. We're about 30 metres out from the North Fremantle attacking area. They're very good. It's 5-3 to 5-3. Even Stevens here, if they blow the siren, it's a draw.
A lot better ball movement there by North Freo. They're able to just chip the ball up the ground a little bit and then really try and take that launch from the middle of the ground into a really good spot, dangerous spot into this forward pocket here.
Well done by Diggle. Got tackled. Went in and got it again was Feeney. Feeney's tackled as well. So good defensive pressure by Fremantle CBC. And we've just gone 7 minutes and it's 5-3 apiece. Next game of footy this. Cronin. Good effort. Put the midriff right into poor old Zach Gerard's ribs area there. Gave him a rib tickler. And an easy kick here. The umpire's starting to pick out some free kicks here.
Going the right way, Jeff.
And it's going to be a free kick to Fremantle CBC. And Jackie Byrne didn't see it, but the umpire did. So he's got it in the defensive half of the ground for Fremantle CBC. Byrne kicks the ball down the line. Good kick to space. And finds Sam Goddell.
Young Zach Gerard's in a bit of trouble there behind the play. He's copped a knee right to the side from Big Cronin.
Yeah, may hurt those two.
Yeah, there's not a lot of meat on the bone for Zach.
Through traffic, Chad Sims. Not Chad Sims, sorry, it was Nicholas Watson. Starting to get fairly ugly here now. Good to see both sides throwing themselves in the contest.
Yeah, we've got both Tom Smith feeling a bit sore and McGarry feeling a bit sore as well. So definitely a lot of feeling this contest. Sorry, Gerard, that was feeling a bit sore.
So Luke Pearson, well, good attack on the footy. That could be out here, over the top. Got nothing to kick to, but that's the problem.
He's got to kick lower his eyes
Yeah,
or
just-
he'll be blazed.
Certainly did. Well done by Harding. Oh, great tackle from behind. Good effort by Harding, second effort, fantastic. Well done, Luke Harding. Brilliant work in the back half of the ground. Tries to find Salamone, and Salamone take a bow, Luke Harding. Brilliant effort. Luke Salamone, as Brett said, a very skillful player. Salamone lowers his eyes, kicks the ball down the line. Standing up in a breeze, brings the ball to the ground. Tackled there by 3 or 4 Fremantle CBC. One of those is Chris Baselli.
Yeah, a lot of feeling this third quarter, isn't there? All the teams, both sides just going hard at each other.
It's gone up a notch, and it's good. You know, it's probably not reflecting on the scoreboard, but the aggression from both sides is certainly there.
The crowd starting to get in it with a few frothies under the belt too. Well done by Cronin. Shepherd off the ball. Playing onto advantage goes to Anthony. Anthony lowers his eyes, kicks the ball to the forward pocket. Tried to find the teammate there in Chad Sims. He's overrun it. And once again, the pressure by Jackson Carter was very, very good. So, 10 metres out from the Fremantle CBC area, kicking into a bit of a breeze.
Yeah, look, they're probably their first real opportunity to actually put a score on the board in this third quarter.
So, bounce umpire's going to throw the ball up. There it is. Anthony doing the ruck work. Brings the ball to the ground. Pacelli was good. Low his hands. Find Luke Pearson. Pearson pressured by North Fremantle defender, and the umpire says give the ball to me. That player once again was Jack Micro, the captain. He's had a good game this afternoon as the captain for North Fremantle Footy Club. So just on 10
key
minutes.
forwards grabbed hold of this game yet, have they? That's where it needs to open up.
There's Watson trying to get the ball off the ground, try to gain a few metres as they did. Anthony's lurking ill, bundled over his own player. Pacelli went in and tackled him as well. Started to get pretty frustrated there as Dion Anthony. I agree with Brett. Put him into the action, put him in the midfield. It's exactly what he did against North Beach a few weeks ago and did very well. So field umpire throws a ball up, Cronin that beautiful leap, but palms the ball straight into Jack Digglesham for North Fremantle. Falls on the ground by Perrin. He had a look. Sorry, it wasn't Perrin. It was Schwarzer. They have the ball here. North Fremantle then through Jack Byrne. He's been lively. Byrne keeps his feet and then falls over. Byrne gets it again. Second effort by Byrne was very good. Keeps the ball into play. Handball over the top to Harding. Harding set upon by 3 or 4 players. Umpire's called played on around the corner then with Justin Morrissey on the right. Brings the ball to the ground. Geez, they're throwing the players in a lot of vigour here at the moment. Well done. Stood up the contest with Watson. But North Fremantle pushed the ball. Fremantle CB pushed the ball forward. Standing behind the play there is Barton. Barton on the right. No one to kick it to, so he just blazes away. Well done through traffic. Took his time and decides to kick the ball as high as he can. It's an ordinary kick and taking a good defensive mark is by Reid Hinton. So Hinton, true half-back flank. He lowers his eyes. Good kick and finds his teammate there in Battle. Battle on the right. Switches some play and finds Barton. Barton down the line. Oh, risky kick.
Oh.
Finds Anthony. He's been brought up in the contest. Can handball over the top. Draw the play to Salamone. Salamone once more over the top to Mitch Hanley. Hanley sells a bit of candy and does an absolute barricade, but still all by himself. Fremantle CB play, and that's an easy goal Chad Sims is ever going to get in his life.
Jeepers.
Who was on him?
Mate, I know, but like what a comedy of errors. North Free, I've been able to chip the ball through the ground really well. And just that key turnover there at a really bad time. And then, look, that butchered kick by Mitch Henley. He's absolutely sold some beautiful candy, then butchered the kick there. But, yeah, Chatty Sims, easy goal, and CBC's first for the third quarter, Brett.
Yeah, I don't want to harp on some of their midfielders, just a little bit of class there from Salamone, who just had the right vision and released the handball at the right time, and Henley got around his Freo's defender quite easily, and he might have butchered the kick, but he was that far by himself. He had a couple of minutes to pick it up and kick the goal, which was vital for the CBC Footy Club, and probably against the flow of the play in this quarter again.
So now they've listened to the former coach and Brett Mayer. They're throwing Dion Anthony in the middle. So obviously the coach is listening to the commentary box. So they're throwing Anthony in the middle of the ground. He's got it. He has Anthony. Gets a hand on the contest here. Chips the ball forward. And they throw the ball on the boot. Is this going to be deliberate or not? Surely not. Definitely not. The crowd want it. But it's a North Fremantle correct. So boundary line throw in. 12 and a half minutes. It's 6-3 to 5-3. Fremantle CBC are up by 1 straight goal. Bound jumper throws the ball in. Bring the ball to ground. Oh, good hit in the contest. Courage there by Troy Feeney. Hits the ball down. There's Salamone. Geez, he's clean, this kid. He is a very good player, is Luke Salamone. Kicks the ball to the half-forward flank. courageous mark effort by Porter. Second effort was okay. She's a class player too. Porter tackle from behind, could be holding the ball. There's Salamone again. Through traffic was good. Met by about 3 or 4 players, and that's holding the ball. Well done by Porter. 2 young good players there, Salamone and Porter. Porter is left. Beautiful kick. Lace out and finds his teammate over there in Jackson Carter. Carter lowers his eyes, and good kick as well, and finds Barton. Just chipping the ball away. They are North Fremantle. And finds Kuno. Joshua Kuno, he can also gain a few minutes. Geez, it's an ordinary lazy kick, actually. Absolutely lazy kick. Put his player Perham under extreme pressure. And Brett, I could hear your sigh through the ears, mate. That's a pretty lazy kick, wasn't it?
Yeah, just not a lot to gain from it either. It was, be lucky to have been 15 metres if you had marked it anyway.
So they get the ball back to Fremantle C.B.C. and find Luke Pearson. Pearson kicks the ball down the line. Outnumbered over the back there was the play there, and Rossich kicked a couple of goals. His second effort was okay. And it's going to be another goal here for Sims, and that's another easy goal to Chad Sims. Been in the right place at the right time twice, Sims, to nail 2 easy goals.
Yeah, well, that's right. But if it happens a couple of times, it means you're obviously a reasonable player, and he's been there that 2 times, and that's the second goal for CBC in this quarter. But
this play coming off the ground here, Luke Salamone, he's been the difference. He's so clean and uses the ball extremely well, and good vision.
Yeah, look, he's been all class today, hasn't he, Brett?
Yeah, absolutely. He doesn't waste too many disposals. North Fremantle have got to look at that play again and just reflect on their sort of between the wing and half back kicking with the breeze. It just wasn't a great option and a lazy kick, and it's a turnover, and they paid the ultimate.
Yeah. Look, I was going to say they've been able to chip the ball pretty well out of their back line to start with, but it's once they get it, in that back to wing area, they really need to be launching instead of going the chip kick, which has cost them 2 goals now in this quarter. Yeah,
you don't have to always kick long because you've got the breeze, but sometimes when it's a 50-50, it's the best option.
Yeah. So just over 15 minutes, 7-3 to 5-3. Fremantle CBC are up, and the field umpire's had a bit of a spill as well, but he's got himself back in the contest. Once again, they go forward to Fremantle CBC through Tom Smith. Smith on the right. Good vision. Great mark too. Sam got it, but the vision by number 5 and Tom Smith was very good. A good weighted kick to space, and a good one-handed mark's been taken by Sam Goddell.
Yeah, look, it held up beautifully in the breeze as well, and smart play by Goddell, and look, he'll go back and hopefully get his first goal of the day.
So here he is, Sammy Goddell. It's about 30 metres out, but kicking into a bit of a breeze. So deliberate shot of goals. It's Goodhill, and Goodhill, geez, it just doesn't hold up, does it? So be worth a couple of goals, I reckon, kicking to the left of the screen. So they're doing well, Fremantle CBC, to kick 2 into it.
Yeah, look, it feels like it should be that way, but I think we've only had 2 goals kicked with the breeze so far today. It's been a funny old game of footy.
So kicking the ball down line, geez, that's a beautiful kick. That's a fantastic kick. Good strong mark by Perham. The umpire didn't play. Gee, through traffic was excellent, was Carter. That was sensational effort by Benny Fraser, but good effort bomb behind. Luke Harding has been a rocket. Gibraltar down defence. There's a 35-year-old. Tries to find Anthony.
Well, that's 50.
That could be 50, and it certainly is. And players will give the North Fremantle something to know about.
I think that player might have been Jack Perham.
I think he might get a card as well here.
Former teammates there for...
And he probably should, to be honest.
So former East Fremantle teammates.
Look, it was a mark, and he had time to pull up, and he's hit him at a low blow, so... Not sure everyone behind us agree.
Yeah, no, I agree with you there. Definitely a bit of feedback from the locals.
So 2 former East Fremantle, I think Colk's teammates they are.
And it looks like it. Is it 50 or 100?
Yeah, at least 75.
He's taken it to the goal line, so this is going to be a gimme.
Double. Yeah.
So this is going to bring Dion Anthony's 3rd goal, kick 2 on the first, and this will be an absolute gimme. He's about...
Ooh,
oh no,
you've gone early, mate.
I thought he was going to take it to the goal square, but he hasn't. So I'll take that one back. He's got to kick this one, Anthony.
You would think with class and experience, this would be it's such an important kick too for their team.
If he doesn't get it, the crowd behind are going to go berserk.
And there we go.
There we go. They had it, read that very well. Knew when he kicking goal of the North Fremantle faithful. We've had about 25 cans each. They're firing up behind us.
By the reaction, I think it was a point.
Yeah.
So minor score only. And as the crowd goes, all it deserved. So bring the ball out to North Fremantle and finds his teammate over there in Alexander Barton.
It's been good, Barton, today.
He's
He's had a fair
good.
bit of the footy.
Certainly has. Half-back flank has been solid. So he kicks the ball down the line. There's a good kick. Gains a lot of meterage. Over the back, Borovic. Bring the ball to the ground. Handball is over the top. And that's out of bounds on the full. And Jack Byrne will like that again. And the crowd's starting to get behind us. Nothing like a home North Fremantle Footy Club crowd.
Well, let's hope the North Freo side can start putting a couple of goals on the board.
Sells a bit of candy. So there's a play there, and Adam Feeney brings the ball to the contest. Kick around there by Schwarzer. Oh, how good's that?
And the crowd are up and about after that one.
God.
Jeepers.
Johnny Schwarzer kicked an absolute ripping goal. Just threw the ball on the boot, and the Breeze just took it nicely.
Yeah,
Great
he
goal.
just set it up on the left foot. It just it floated through. It's almost like he meant it, Brett.
No, he didn't.
No,
Surely
he didn't.
not.
He
No.
didn't.
Look, what he did do, he attacked the contest really well and landed on his feet, and the footy ended up in his hands, and he's had a snap over his shoulder, and he got the rewards for his work earlier, where he just attacked the contest and keeps him within touch. It's been hasn't been the classiest game or the high skilled, but it's certainly been full of a lot of work rate.
Yeah, definitely right. And entertaining game footy as well in patches.
So just coming up to the 20-minute mark. There's only a couple of goals the difference. So good effort once again by North Fremantle. And also you got a good home crowd behind you, Warden. That's worth a couple of goals, I reckon.
It could be.
Run through the contest. Anthony in the middle of the ground again. Cronin with a good tackle. Ball's going nowhere. Umpire says, give the ball to me. And Cronin says, hang on, give me a headlock. So throwing the ball up.
Palumbo hasn't been able to come back on as of yet.
No, that's right, that heavy hit. So have the ball again. The North Fremantle player through Jack Dingle. Dingle on the right. Perrins out number 1-on-1. Oh, Harding just about brought one in. Sorry, Schwarzer again. He's kicked a couple. Could be out. North Fremantle, if he stands up okay. Adam Feeney, kick around the corner. Could have done a lot more. There's three players all by themselves. One of those was Ben Fraser, and should have opened the eyes up and kicked to Fraser because there's all home alone. They didn't see him.
Yeah, look, if he'd had a left foot there, he probably would have hit that target a bit quicker, wouldn't he? But decided to go back inside and try and go on his right, and unfortunately only gets it behind.
So kicking down there's Warwick Andrulio on the left. Gains a lot of metres. Tried to find his teammate there in Tom Smith. Smith through traffic. Back to Andrulio. Good run and carry from the half-back flank. Kicks the ball down the line. Try to find the teammate over there. Number 21 there in Chad Sims, who's kicked a couple of goals this quarter. And the boundary umpire says, give the ball to me. So just 21 and a half minutes gone in this third quarter. Fremantle CBC 7-5 and North Fremantle are 6-4.
Yeah, look, they transitioned the ball out of defence really, really quickly from that behind. So we needed to try and put a goal on the board, just to try and get that extra break going into three-quarter time.
Tackle one high there, Tom Wright. Has been pretty quiet for Fremantle C.B.C. So he kicks the ball to the hot spot. Oh, good fast running at the ball then was David Ross, but he overran it. There's Sims again, and that could be holding the ball. Boundary umpire says, give the ball to me, no.
Don't think we spotted Chad Sims much in the first half, and he's popped up with two really important goals this quarter.
Certainly has. He's been the difference this quarter, kicking a couple. So just on 22 minutes, 3 minutes to go in this third quarter, the Premiership quarter, Fremantle CBC are hanging on by just over a goal. North Fremantle pushed the ball out through Adam Feeney. Handball's okay. Falls in the hands there of Luke Pearson. Pearson around the corner. That's a fantastic
wonderful kick.
Luke Pearson, that is an absolute beautiful kick. Just 5 metres short of the 50, and he's kicked an absolute ripping goal, has Luke Pearson, for his first.
Yeah, look, he was really composed when that ball came along to him. Just ended up stepping, composing himself, and kicked it. I wasn't sure if it was going to get it in the breeze, but great goal by Luke Pearson, and an important goal for CBC there, Brett.
Yeah, it gives them a 13-point buffer going late in the third, obviously. So, look, their work rate in this quarter has been really good, and for whatever reason, as we've mentioned a couple of times today, all the goals are getting scored into the breeze, which gives North Fremantle plenty of hope in the last quarter.
Certainly do. So middle of the ground once again. Salamoni, the big gun for Fremantle CBC, he's come back on the ground. He's in the middle along with Anthony and also doing a great work. The ruckman, Michael Cronin, brings the goal in the contest, but well done by North Fremantle. Push the ball out there through Micro, the captain. Ball hits the gang, goes to Reid Hilton. Reid Hilton blazed away, had a lot more time than he thought. He's kicked that one out of bounds on the full.
Could have been a really important kick there for
absolutely.
Had a lot more time than he he probably realised.
As Meadowcroft comes back onto the ground for Fremantle CBC number 4.
Put the mock on him today, haven't I?
Certainly did.
Hardly touched it.
So did I. Pumped his tyres up. He's a player to watch.
He set a couple up, but he's hardly been involved. Now, that's when he needs to add another element to his game and spend some time in the middle of the ground.
Yeah. Well, I think that matchup with Curnow is he's been very, very good in him as well today, though.
So Luke Harding, back pocket, kicks the ball down the line. Good kick. Tries to find Cronin. He brought the ball to the ground. Not Fremantle have numbers. Meadowcroft put a tackle on, but didn't come off. Handball was okay by Zach Gerard. Good smother by Meadowcroft, the player we talked about. And he's getting in the contest, Meadowcroft. Well done. Finds Bazzelli to Salamone. Salamone through traffic. Brewing effort over the top, running hard at the foot. He stands up with David Roach. He hit the ball over the top. Finds Sims. He's kicked 2 this quarter. Handball to Meadowcroft. Good passage of play here. Finds Chris Bazzelli. And that is great play by Fremantle CBC.
Yeah, just absolutely running in numbers there. They were able to bring that ball out. Look, that beautiful smother there, which ended up setting up the play. And then just, great chain of handballs, work rate, and, great goal there. Team goal, wasn't it, Brett? Yeah,
that smother was Williamson, who obviously came off a little bit earlier with the yellow card. He certainly throws himself around. And that smother in the middle of the ground has resulted in a goal, which is vital for their team, and now gives them a 19-point buffer as we must be getting close to three-quarter time. So, a real challenge in front of North Fremantle with not a lot to aim for, apart from the fact their wonderful coach is finishing today. No finals ambitions, unfortunately, for them. So it'll be interesting to see how they respond in the last quarter.
Siren should be going now. It's gone 25 minutes, and there it is. So three-quarter time here. 9 goals, 5 are Fremantle CBC and 6-4 are North Fremantle. So good effort by Fremantle CBC that quarter. Ward they kick 4 goals 2 and North Fremantle only kick 1. But 2 goals to Chad Sims, goal to Luke Pearson and Chris Bazzelli, but class all over Luke Salamone, number 9. He's been the difference that quarter. Just ability to hit targets, make good decisions with the footy, and just a very smart player.
Yeah, look, he has been. When he gets the ball, he actually does something with it. And look, it's been tough conditions to do that today as well. Look, even when he hasn't had the ball, his tackle pressure has been very, very good. So definitely one of the better players for CBC, but look, those last 2 goals probably end up opening up a buffer, which is going to be pretty hard to get on top of for North Freo, Brett.
Yeah, you would think so, with so much on the line for CBC. Salamone has been good, Pearson's been good, Bazille's been good. Their midfielders really got down and dirty that quarter, and Chen's been good most of the day. Sims finished it off with a couple that quarter. Look, I won't say match-winning lead, but they certainly set themselves up in the what is normally the premiership quarter, and they were kicking into a breeze, and they came out and presented a really good footy in a good manner. Still a concern for CBC for me is the lack of that tall key forward. So at times they've got to manufacture goals through their midfielders.
So three-quarter time at the Gil Fraser Oval. We're going to take a short break. Fremantle CBC are 9 goals 5. North Fremantle are 6-4. We'll be back for what should be a very good last quarter. Welcome back to Gil Fraser Oval Siege. Fremantle C.B.C, the visiting sign, 9-5 to North Fremantle 6-4 in what is going to be Shane Way Woden's last game as the senior coach for the North Fremantle Footy Club. He's had 5 good years down there, but he's going to have a bit of time to himself, Ward, enjoy himself, and hopefully follow his young fellow Taj, who potentially get good picked up by the father-son by Melbourne next year.
Oh, look, that'd be massive for the family. I can only imagine getting to follow where the old man's gone and try and forge your own career as well. But as we mentioned earlier, great to see Shane actually getting to take a bit of time now, spend with family and focus on those things rather than the grind that can be footy sometimes.
Notice that Joshy Palumbo's still not on the bench, so they're one down short after getting Polax in the midfield. So he has not resurfaced, so it could be a fairly big loss this quarter, is Palumbo.
Yeah, you'd suggest, look, if he hasn't come back down to the bench from what we can see at the moment, that would be, past probably 30 minutes ago now, which means it would be unlikely that he's passed the concussion test. So I would say that would be all she wrote for Jolly Palumbo for the day.
So start of the last quarter here. Sees Fremantle C.B.C up by 3 goals 1 on 19 points, middle of the ground. Watson brings the ball to the contest. Socket in danger, the umpire saw it. No, he's right behind me. Definitely was there. Didn't like it, but Anthony has it. He decides to lower his eyes and good gains a few meterage over the corner. Oh, it's about taking a good one hand over there is Pacelli, but picking the ball up once again. Micro on the right, tries to find Perrin has come back on the ground. Good hard contest. Bad effort then. Good to see the crowd aren't one-eyed supporters here.
No, there's a fair bit of feedback coming through, isn't there, at the moment? So good on him.
So decides to play on as Luke Pearson on the right and finds his teammate and partner in crime in Miles Franklin. Pretty quiet, Franklin. He's had a couple of good games. Not probably one of his better games today. But he has the ball now. Does Franklin kicks the ball down the line. Centre half. Taking a mark over the top. Brought the ball to ground. That was Tom Smith. Well done, socket off the ground there by Cronin. Handball was okay through traffic. Dingle was good. He can get the 1-2. Does Dingle. Handball over the top. Good passage of play here. Going to be met by Franklin. And good pressure by him. Just put a bit of pressure on the ball carrier, Ward, to cause a boundary line throw in. Yeah,
that's right. They started to be looked like they were linking up pretty well through the middle of the ground there, but just that pressure ended up, as you said, causing the boundary throw in.
So Chow will doing the ruck work this time against Watson. Watson, good ruck work. Just knocked to the player to advantage, but once again, a lot of players around the footy. He's been very good also. Micro, the captain, kicked the ball to centre half forward. Well done then by the player Borovic for Fremantle C.B.C. Tried to get a kick on the ball. Did very well, was that player over there. And there's Feeney. Handball's okay over the top there by Wright for Fremantle C.B.C. Metcalf has had one of those days, but had it when he didn't. Oh, it's the throat. Jeez, that's pretty red hot, Brett, I would have thought. I thought he didn't have it, but the umpire says
you're certainly having a bad one. The umpire gives you a shocking decision as well.
Yep, and mark there by Jack Diggle. Right in front of us here. So North Fremantle kicking to the right, the trail by 19 points. Early stages of the last quarter. So Jack Diggle just puts a ball on the boot to the centre half forward position. Oh, good strong mark by Cronin. Brought the ball to the ground. Handball's okay. Have the numbers here. Well done. They stood on the context of Strunleo and Luke Pearson can come out at the ball for Fremantle C.B.C. Oh, good effort by Kerno. He's been sensational. Joshy Kerno down back. He's given Metacroft an absolute lesson here this afternoon. He's been kicked over the bottom of his foot and chipped the ball over the top. This is going to easy goal to Cronin all by himself. He can take an eternity to kick this goal, and he does. So first goal there to Mickey Cronin, and that could be all she wrote there for North Fremantle boys.
Yeah, that's right. Look, I think Kerno might have actually ended up getting injured over there when he slipped over. Looks like he's running from the ground now, but yeah, look, they were able to get the ball over the back there, and really simple goal for Mickey Cronin, I believe. And yeah, look, that probably puts the lead possibly a bit too far from North Freo.
Bad up by Kerno. He's had a very good game. Blanketed Aaron Meadowcroft right out of the game here this afternoon, sporting a bit of claret on his.
Interesting. It's such a, they needed to have a good start, and Perham has probably been their key forward most of the year, starting on the bench. So maybe a bit of a clip, little bit of a drive-by Shane Woden on the way out, that he's not that impressed with his efforts today.
That's right. So another goal to North Fremantle. They are 10-5 to 6-4. We've gone 3 minutes 40 of this last quarter. Cronin in the middle. Hit the ball straight down to Anthony. Anthony overcaught to effort there on his feet was Salamone. He was good. Anthony on the left. Brought the ball to the ground. Meadowcroft, good tackle from behind by Alexander Barton. Has been fairly consistent. And Leon Anthony did not like that.
Cricky, tell him he's got the same haircut, but yours looks better.
Umpire throws the ball up. Oh, good effort then by Watson. Brought the ball to the ground. Anthony's over the footy. Handball's okay. Through traffic was very good. Well done from them by Tom Smith. He's had a pretty good game too, Smith. He's been impressive. Brings the ball to the ground. Goes to Luke Pearson. Good vision by Pearson, but once again on the wrong side of the ground. But hits up Chad Sims, who kicked 2 goals in this third quarter. He's got a chance now to have a shot from about 40 metres out, but difficult angle from over there, Ward.
Yeah, really tough kick there. We've seen a few shots on goal from that kind of spot today. You're probably better off just setting it up, I would have thought, Brett.
No doubt. I'm not sure he has those intentions. And normally when they have those intentions, they just fall short.
Sims on the left foot. Puts a ball on the slipper. Cronin, strong mark from behind. Mickey Cronin.
Do you know what? He's actually done the correct kick because it looks like he's miskicked it slightly. But, yeah, really good kick to exactly where I probably would have wanted him to kick it to.
So,
this is what they need added to their game, CBC, to be a threat in the finals. A guy taking this grab, and if Cronin can do that, and Sam King comes back in and plays in the ruck, they're a completely different lineup.
So Cronin just snuck that one in, but it's definitely a goal to Michael Cronin. Yes, it is. Second goal to him.
No, I think they might have.
No, it's definitely a goal.
Yeah, okay, there we go.
It's inside of the goalpost. Although the boundary umpire's taken a long time to get the ball, but he is now. So he said, I don't ever doubt the goal umpire's call to goal. So handy goal then to Cronin. He's kicked a couple this quarter, and like Brett said, I think if they get Sam King in, he usually wears number 18, and he's one of my players to watch this afternoon, but didn't line up. He's a very mobile key ruckman. So both him and Cronin could be a very good ruck duo, Ward.
Yeah, that's right. There's a couple of, as we mentioned, right throughout the year, there's some really good tall players in this A-grade competition, but King and Cronin together, they'll be pretty formidable as we get to finals time.
Absolutely. Anthony, good tackle over the top there on Micro, the captain, and the umpire says give the ball to me, going nowhere. About 5 metres short of the bullseye here at Gil Fraswell Oval. We'll see Fremantle C.B.C 11-5, not Fremantle a 6-4, so margin just over 5 goals. And Anthony's shown his presence in the middle since his move there.
Yeah, he has. Yeah, the bigger body certainly had an impact.
Lowers his eyes and good kick, and finds he's been a good player too, Brendan Chin.
Yep.
Just a hard-nosed midfielder. Draws the player. All she's put his player under pressure was Anthony. Should have done a lot more with that with Chen. Another player, you pump his tyres up, and they do an ordinary school execution.
Yeah, we're talking about who we were trying to pick for the, I guess, the Dartfish beanie today. We normally have the thongs as well, but it's definitely not thongs weather, so we've just decided to go with the old Dartfish beanie today. And look, he's definitely a player that'd be right in that kind of mix, but I think it's going to be tough to pick a best player today, Brett.
Yeah, it's been a scrappy game. No real standouts, but I think we'll probably be leaning towards one of the 4 or 5 CBC midfielders at this stage.
Handball to Salamone. Salamone tucked in the pocket. There's a minor score. Had it been that, he might have wore the beanie.
That could have been Dartfish winning almost, I would have thought. But,
it could have been Dartfish goal and man of the match in one hit.
Bit of players through North Fremantle. I reckon Jackson Carter's done well too. What's happened here? A fend off there. I don't know what happened then, but North Fremantle player there.
North Fremantle kick, I think. No.
It's against Feeney, I think. He can't believe it. So Lachlan Feeney for North Fremantle is giving away a kick. I don't know what's happening here. It's right on the point of the square. It has. So this is going to be an absolute gimme to Chad Sims. This is another easy goal for him. He's kicked through the easiest goals you'll ever see, Chad Sims. So Chad Sims directly in front. That's his third. So
Chad might have only had 3 kicks today.
Yeah, he might have, mate, actually. Yeah.
But yeah, don't know what happened then, but obviously umpire saw something, and it's a definite goal.
I know one thing, Cam. She's all over.
Certainly is now. on the scoreboard now, the Dartfest scoreboard is 12-6 to 6-4, so double the score so far at the moment.
So real interest on the Kingsway game now for CBC. So if Kingsway fall short against TAs today, CBC will sneak their way up to a double chance.
Speaking of that, I might have a score update. Thanks for putting those scores. So 3/4 time is a level pegging here, 6-7 apiece. Trinity versus Kingsway, Brett Ward. So 3/4 time, it's even Stevens there. So TAs might cause some damage.
Yeah, that'll be. We thought there might be an upset throughout the day today, but look, that'd be a big one if our Kingsway end up losing their double chance.
This is Mirko lining up. He's been really good today, hasn't he?
Yeah, the captain, he's been good, Jake Mirko.
I thought he's probably been there, most consistent right throughout the day.
Yeah,
very, very good.
Probably deserves to finish with a goal, hopefully.
So Jack Mirko has had a lot of footy. He's done everything right, the captain for the North Fremantle Footy Club. But at the moment they trail just over 6 goals. So Mirko, 40 metres out. Always hit the pine, so minor point only when they needed goals, but they got a minor point as Fremantle Jack Diggle for North Fremantle comes onto the ground. He's replaced number 20 in Hayden Crickle. So Fremantle CBC have the ball. They're going to use the breeze, kick the ball down the line. Great kick. Falls in the hand there of Tom Smith. Over the top there. Goes one way. Sells a bit of candy. Tries to find Cronin. Below his knees is pretty difficult when you're 6'4". Ordinary handball by him. Put him under all kinds of pressure. And caused the actual turnover then. So...
it was unlucky there. It was such a great kick out there. And, look, if Jack Byrne had probably gotten that little bit quicker, he had Luke Salamone all by himself in the square, and it would have been another one for CBC.
Absolutely. Cronin, good ruck work by him. He's done well, the big fella. He's kicked 2 also this quarter. No doubt his old man Nip would be very proud of his young fella, Michael. He's had a good game here this afternoon. Number 8 for Fremantle, Tom Mahuka comes back on the contest. Good tackle. Pressure's been good by Fremantle CBC all afternoon. Chowell on the right boot, kicks the ball to centre half forward. Outnumbered that play over there was David Ross. He's kicked 2, hasn't had much since then. Pressure by North Fremantle's good. And ball is going over. Just gone over 11 minutes. Dartfish scoreboard sees Fremantle CBC 12-6 and North Fremantle are 6-5. So a margin of 37 points. Umpire seen a free kick here to Chowell in the ruck contest. It's not to advantage. It would have been a goal anyway to Tom Smith. But the ball's got to come back.
Give him the 50. Put it in the square. Yeah, pass it to him. Oh, yeah, well done.
So Tyler Chowell has some trouble with the scoreboard so far. Ward, but he might kick his first this afternoon now.
Yeah, look, he's had a pretty good game, Chowell. He's that kind of utility player that can play everywhere, but look, goal kicking obviously isn't right in his forte there as he kicks it behind.
Well, look at that kick. His forte might be the back half.
Yep.
He's actually been interesting last quarter. He's actually spent all the time nearly in the ruck till about now. I think Cronin's just coming in for his first run, so gives him a different look, a bit more mobile.
So taking that kick out is Jackson Carter. He's been one of the best for North Fremantle. He puts the ball on the boot. There the breeze holds up. Going to fall short. Good strong mark. Being taken then by Nick Borovic.
You watch it.
Thought he was a young fella, but he's 30 years of age, is Nick Borovic.
He's really good overhead, isn't he?
Oh, just sensational. So Borovic decides to play on and just kicks the ball down the line. Ball over the top. Geez, he landed on his Swede there was Lachlan Feeney. 1%ers. Good effort by him. So unfortunately North Fremantle are not going to give Shane Woden the effort he needed for his last game to have a win, so he's not going to be cheered off for a victory here. It's going to be victory to Fremantle CBC.
Yeah, I'm sure, though, on reflection over 5 years, he'll leave the club in a lot better place than when he arrived, with and some good young kids coming through.
And also great culture Brett he's got to this club as well. So it's a big thing on culture. Make your success or not success, and that's what he's brought to this football club, North Fremantle. Shea Woden, good culture. Into the ground once again. Cronin, that beautiful leap. Oh, rocks his own work. Well done by Mickey Cronin on the right boot. Kicks the ball to half forward flank. Oh, well done. Trapped it very well with David Roche. Handball was okay. Good passage play. Chowell this time. Chowell on the right. Salamoni's out number 1 on 2. Ball comes to the contest. Salamoni, good handball. Geez, how smart. Because he had Meadowcroft running on, Aaron Meadowcroft to get a goal, but didn't come off.
No, he didn't. It was smart by Salamoni there. I thought he'd been able to jag back the perfect handball, but yeah, just pushed through by the North Freo side.
So 14 minutes of this last quarter, 12-9 to 6-5. Fremantle CBC are up just over 6 goals. That's on the Dartfish scoreboard. Kick down the line was okay. Parents back on the contest. He's had a quiet day. Anthony was good, found Chen. Chen through traffic. He took his vision. Brilliant effort him. Roving was very good. Front and centre was fantastic by Williamson. But Williamson's kicked that one for minor point once again. So they're blazing away the goals of Fremantle CBC. They kicked a few this quarter. They have kicked 1 goal 5 this quarter, boys, for a total of 12 goals 10.
Yeah, it's been a bit of a domination so far in this last quarter. If they just put a couple more through, obviously the scoreboard starts to blow out, but tough last quarter. We finally probably started to see a team use the breeze, Brett.
Yeah, our concern at three-quarter time was what North Fremantle had to play for, apart from obviously their coach. And there's just too much on the line for CBC, and it's been way too strong, and it's coincided a fair bit with this guy going in the middle.
Yeah, absolutely. Dean Anthony's had a ripping second half. He's going to be a key player for the final series is Dion, brother of Leon, and good kick over the line there and found Chalwell the way he kicked the last one. You want to kick this off, I would have thought.
I think he should handball it off.
I'm going to back him in, boys.
Tyler Chalwell, 50-metre line. And that's a better kick. That's a fantastic kick to the point of the square. Meadowcroft front and centre. Good tackle. Has been hotly tackled all afternoon. This time's by Adam Feeney. He's been very quiet. Brett, hasn't he, Aaron Meadowcroft?
Yep, ever since I pointed him out before the game, they've kicked 12 when he hasn't been on the scoreboard today.
As Anthony tried to get a goal out of nothing. Just they keep the ball in play to North Fremantle. And good defensive mark. Well done then by Troy Feeney for North Freo. A risky kick, switch, and it just comes off. Jackson Carter's been the best by a country mile here for North Fremantle. He's tried his backside off as Carter. Brings the ball down the line and turns it over, and Jordan Williamson has marked the ball. I wonder if he's relating to John Williamson, the singer.
Don't know, mate.
It's a bit far reach.
I was going to say that is a bit of a long way to kind of draw, I would have thought, mate. But
I know the game's drawing out, but you're going a bit far too now, Cam. Come on, mate. Back on task.
I've got a lift. Sorry, boys. So Jordan Williamson. It's about 40 metres out. Breezer right behind his back.
Distance won't be a problem.
Beautiful hit and shoulder and Joel Palumbo before. Tell you what, that's a mongrel kick, and it's just touched on the line.
He's almost flower bagged at 50, hasn't he?
Yeah.
So counting down now to the last 9 minutes. It's 12-11 to 6-5. That's on the Dartfish scoreboard. As Carter has the ball here for North Fremantle. He decides to play and lows his eyes. Oh, it's a risky kick. Well done by Ross, got a fingertip on it and caused the boundary line throw in here. So the last qualifying game of the season. Once again, a very successful season, the A grade, and well done once again by the CEO for the Perth Footy League. It's been a very, very good season by them. Dave Armstrong, well done to you and to your administrators. They have the ball now. Traffic was okay. Try to find Borovic. It's a ball over. Kicks the ball forward. Good attack on the footy. Umpire sees something there. And finally North Fremantle. Schwarzer has advantage, can play on. Takes one bounce. Take 2 bounces. Take a third. Does do that. Shepherd off the ball. Takes a fourth. This should be a goal. And it is. He's been okay. That's his third goal. Got one in the second, one in the third, and one in the fourth.
Yeah, look, he has been handy. I probably spoke a little bit about him before the game, that he was going to be a bit of a dangerous target. The forward line as a whole for North Freo probably hasn't functioned how we would have liked, but look, well done by him there to take advantage, and 4 or 5 bounces and a well-needed goal for North Freo Footy Club.
So this player's coming off the ground. He's been the best player for a country mile, Jackson Carter for North Freo. Very good effort down back, hasn't he? Just hard-nosed, old-fashioned defender, and he can hold his hair high, I reckon.
Yeah, he's been good today. The pleasing part from North Fremantle was the contest by Zach Gerard here. He's 21 years of age and needs to put some weight on, but it was a good contest in the air, and his teammate got the reward for it.
So 12-11 to 7-5, middle of the ground. It's about 8 minutes to go in this last quarter. Well done off the ball there. Found Chris Bazzelli. He kicked the ball to the full forward area. Knock off the ground there, smart by Smith. And I tell you what, Harding's crept himself up and
touched off the boot apparently.
So there's that. They throw the key back. Luke Harding down the forward, see if he can kick a goal, son.
It's party time, isn't it?
It is party time.
It is, and it nearly was party time.
So 19 minutes, 6 minutes to go. Hasn't been the Cinderella finish for Wowie, unfortunately. Kicking the ball down the line, trying to find Perrin. He's had a dog of a day, Jackie Perrin. Hasn't been one of his best. Ball done by Hooker through traffic was good. Still throwing themselves in the contest of Fremantle C.B.C. And Connor McGarry, who kicked a brilliant goal in the second quarter. Second game for North Fremantle, so a lot to like about next year. They've got some good young kids coming through the system. Ground umpire throws a ball, well done by Watson. Knock it off the ground, through pace to the middle of the ground was Jack Dingle. Just handballs the ball forward because nothing offering there. Through traffic was very good, was Hinton. Back to Diggle. Hilton again is met by 3 or 4 players and is holding the ball. Bad luck, at least he tried, but unfortunately Reid Hilton had nowhere to go.
Yeah, look, his attack on the footy was really good there. He started weaving his way through some traffic, but look, as you mentioned, just nothing to go to.
He's going to come around the game and have another kick.
When you look across the field, you don't see too many older faces for North Fremantle, and Ben Ellsbury being out today is a vital part. Palumbo's only ended up sort of playing a half a game.
Putland as well on the key forwards as well.
Yeah, the professor, yep. So yeah, no, there's some upside to them, and yeah, some of them just need to hit the gym as well.
Handball over the top was very good by Feeney. It's Troy Feeney kicking the ball down the line. Fickle bounce. Reid Hinton, well done. Trying to keep his feet. He shepherded off the ball. And the umpire says, give the ball to me, but well done, Reid Hinton. Tried his backside off then. 4 minutes to go. 12-12, 7-5. Fremantle CBC are in front. And Fremantle CBC will be playing in the 2021 final series.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting.
We don't know yet.
No, I think we might have some results coming through soon, I hope. But
we were one of the later games, so hopefully we got some results.
Yeah, that's what I was just thinking. So fingers crossed.
And the late game by Wembley, who started pretty well. 20 Curtin Uni, Wesley at 10, so they're up by 10 points. Early stage of the first, they had the late game at Packwood, started at 4 o'clock.
Was that Wembley or up? Yeah.
Yep, by 10 points. So, opportunity now for North Fremantle to have another shot at goals.
Lining up for his 4th.
Certainly is. So Johnny Schwarzer, and at 50, gave him a bit of lip then was Warwick Andralio. He said, you can't do that, mate. You might order me your pizza, but I didn't want pepperoni on it, so I'm going to give you 50.
Oh, dear.
And that's an easy goal. And he's kicked 4. Has Schwartz, he's done okay.
Yeah, look, he's
Johnny?
been that big target for him all day today. Yeah, but it's still a player that they probably would have liked to have seen a little bit more from.
So there's Brett. He's got a beanie. He's already marked the player best on ground. And there's not going to be you or me, Ward, so you can count 2 out.
Yeah, well, that's unfortunately right, mate. I do have one of those beanies at home, though, and they go pretty well.
So. I actually wore one to bed the other night. It was that cold.
Did you have a beanie in bed? There you
go. Did a beanie on my head. Better not. I haven't got a good-looking head, so the wife appreciated put the beanie on my noggin. So it's middle of ground once again.
That's enough of your activity.
Whatever works for you.
Yeah. 2 minutes to go. Starting to get ugly here. Chen has been good. Handball's okay. Through traffic, well done. Off their ball there was Micro, the captain. He's been good. Good to mark over the top. Been taken then by Pemberton. Pemberton on the right. And, Lux of Fortune, that's another one. He's kicked 5.
Big John with 5.
He's kicked 3 this quarter. And counting down to the last minute or so of this game now. Starting to get some respectability on the score in North Fremantle. They're 9-5. Fremantle CBC at 12-12. That's on the Dartfish scoreboard.
There you go. And look, Nick Pemberton with that kick inside before. He's actually not been too bad as well. He had a really good third quarter. A little bit quiet just through this last period there. But, Johnny Scherzer, 5 goals. Great individual effort for North Freo.
He's done well. 3 of those in the last quarter, Ward. So he can hold his hair high. So just counting down now, the last minute of this round 18 clash between the local derby here, or derby. It's North Fremantle trail 9-5 to Fremantle CBC 12-12. Middle of ground once again. Numbers around the contest. Field umpire says give the ball to me. We're going nowhere. Crowd's gone quite behind us too. There, Ward.
Even the old scoreboard's decided to set a couple of goals behind just at the ground as well.
Lucky we've got good old Haley updating the scoreboard. She knows what's going on. Holding the ball.
Is that the first time the sun's been out all day?
It feels like it, I reckon.
Just poked its head out.
And good effort then by the captain. He can switch play and finds Feeney. Feeney sells a bit of candy around Anthony. Did that too easily. So Feeney kicks the ball to the full forward area. Oh, big pack down there. Here he is. Can he kick another one? Around the corner. Going nowhere. And Fremantle CBC have the numbers. Scrum over the line there. So a 2-on-1. The bounce is okay. Comes in handy. Going to fall in the hands there with Goddell. Goddell over the top. Find Harding. Harding all by himself. He can switch the ball over the top. Oh. And well done. 3-on-1. Hitting the ball well done there was Lockie Feeney. He was good. Outnumbered. Siren's going to go any minute now. And there it is. 12 goals, 12 for Fremantle CBC. And North Fremantle are 9 goals, 5. Major goal scorers for North Fremantle first. Swartzer here did well. He kicked 5, 1 each to Fraser, to McCarry, to Perham, and also to Feeney. And for the Victoria side, Sims kicked 3, 2 to Michael Cronin, 2 to Dion Anthony, 2 also to Roche, and single goal scorers to Pearson, to Bazzelli, and to Tom Smith. But Fremantle CBC far too good there. Ward?
Yeah, look, they were. They started the game really, really well and ended up with that strong lead. North Freo, to their credit, came back pretty well in that second quarter, and we, found ourselves with a really even game. But look, their midfield had started to get back on top again in that second quarter. At the beginning of the second half. And look, it really was when Dion Anthony went in the middle there. He really made a lot of difference going in there, and then just too dominant to finish the game. North Freo put a little bit of respectability on just at the end of that last quarter, but convincing win for Fremantle CBC, and it sets them up very well for what should hopefully be a good finals campaign.
He's only played a couple of games. I know Michael Cronin has been injured, Ward, but his ability to leap and to, put score on the scoreboard, kicking to himself. If they get him and also the other ruckman Sam King back, that ruck duo, because I reckon Uni probably got the best ruck combination, but with those 2 players on line, they could be just as good.
Yeah, I absolutely agree. We saw firsthand when they played North Beach, let's say a month or so ago, that how well they were able to match up against one of the best teams there. And I think even coming up against the Curtins and the Kingsways, having that ruck duo that can play as well as they can and link up like they do, that's going to be really important for them.
And we're interested to see who Brett's going to get as the Dartfish best player on the ground. We don't quite know yet, do we?
Yeah, I think I've got an inkling about what he's going to do. So,
okay.
Look, we'll see how we go. But, look, I'm not sure what's happening here. Players seem to be lingering around a little bit here. I'm not sure if there's some presentation or something being a derby. But we'll sit there and see how we go. But looks like the runner for Fremantle CBC might be just going to chase the best player at the moment. And I don't think Brett's very far away from having our Dartfish player of the day.
And who's he giving it to?
And here he is now.
Over to you, Brett.
Thanks, team. We have Dion Anthony here. What we consider the Dartfish player of the day. Started up forward, a bit of an unusual role.
Yeah, we lost our centre-half forward. He went back to Queensland for good, so he's out for the year. And then our centre-half forward did a groin on Thursday night, so we were going to go tall, but we just decided to play small, and I had to go play in the cage.
It worked early, 2 goals, and then as the contest got tight halfway through the third quarter, we thought your move going into the middle of the ground was probably the difference. A bigger body, a bit of experience, you used the footy well, and did enough to get across the line.
Yeah, it was a really good win in the end. North Freo, they played pretty well today, but I thought the boys stepped it up in the third quarter, put a bit more pressure on the ball, and I think that probably got us over the end.
Oh, congratulations on today, Dartfish, Brenny, but also you've sewed up a final spot. The Kingsway game is tied at three-quarter time, so you may even end up in the top
third,
three.
Yeah, that'd be good, finishing third, so hopefully they can get over the top TAs.
Yep. If not, all the best next week. Well done. Congratulations.
Cheers, mate.
Well done there, Brett. And also a good choice, Dion Anthony. Here's the difference. They need someone to stand up to change the game, and I think he did change the game. So good choice by Brett for the best on ground.
Yeah, look, well deserved there. It was a pretty even kind of contest right the way through, but yeah, it was when he moved into the middle, as we mentioned, that really changed things. So well done to CBC, and well done to Dion Anthony there as well.
Absolutely. So we're going to call it quits here, boys, on a very cold night down here at Gilfrose Oval at Fremantle. CBC have won out victorious. They will play in the finals. And well done to Shane Waywode, an illustrious 5-year career coach in North Fremantle. Thanks very much, Brett Mayo, Ward Harris once again, Haley, Jack and George for the film. We'll see everyone next week for the start of the 2021 final series for the A grade.